Hey friends, Tux here. I wanted to do a quick little follow-up on the Sony camera. If you go back in my queue, you'll see a full unboxing. This, of course, is the Sony DSC-HX99 compact digital camera. And I wanted to go through a couple buyer bewares, and if you're on the fence of buying this or not, I wanted to throw a couple things out there in this video, which I haven't covered before, and some that I wanted to follow up on. Okay, so first off, the camera itself, after having it for about a month now, I guess, I love it a lot. It's a great camera. It's very small, and it does indeed take beautiful pictures. Okay, some cons of it though. I do want to throw out a few cons. Number one, as mentioned before, it doesn't actually have a spot up here for a light. Okay, and of course it does have a flash. You can pop open here. It has a little flash, you know. But if you wanted to add a external LED light or something, okay, it does have a situation where there's no actual holder for it, or for an external microphone. So you'd have to basically buy, and I have a video about this too, like a little rig to screw this into this, you know, and then use that for actually attaching lights and third-party hardware to it. Okay, and that alone isn't the end of the world, but it is an extra step if you're actually trying to make videos, having to go and, you know, put this into this and then hook up a light up here, maybe a microphone over here. It does actually add a little extra element of work to actually making videos, so it's something you really may want to consider, you know. And then one other really odd thing which I wanted to throw out there is, as far as the actual memory card goes, it does take a small memory card. As you can see, it's one of those really teeny, you know, micro cards. Okay, but to my surprise, and I'm still kind of working this one out in my head, I ordered a quality card. Okay, it was a class 10 card, which is what I usually use for video, you know. And to actually record video, there's a couple different modes you can have here. Okay, so if we go under menu here, okay, and then if you look under like record, right now it's under 60i 17M. Okay, but you can actually change formats here, and if I change the format to these, oops, let me go back again, sorry about that. I hit the button, very small buttons I've noticed, but that's not the end of the world. Okay, this XAVC4K, it won't actually let me do it with this memory card. If I try and go up there and hit enter, okay, watch, and it will say when I hit this for the XAVCS4K, it'll say you need to have a special card. Okay, and the card I have is class 10, but I guess it's not a SDXC USHS/1 or 2 compatible memory card, which is very weird. And if I Google searched or Amazon searched for that card, it didn't pop up right away. It wasn't like it was something which seemed real common anyway. So maybe I'm wrong about that, but just buyer beware that if you do buy this camera, you may need to get a special memory card for it, because it doesn't want to actually allow you to shoot in every mode. Okay, and then one final thing, a third thing I wanted to throw out there is that if you are recording with this camera, because the viewfinder itself does flip up. Okay, so you can see here, I can flip this up, so if you're recording, you can like see yourself shooting yourself, okay, which is very cool. But I kind of wish this would flip up and spin around, okay, so you could angle it a little bit differently, or maybe have it like above the camera but flipped around backwards. And it doesn't do that. It does go up, which is great for doing selfies, okay, but it doesn't allow you to spin it around, so you can't have it up and flipped. Okay, you can only have it down and like angled, okay, which the angle is nice. I love the fact it has a nice big viewfinder, and I do like the fact that you can move it too. Is nice, but just it seems like it wouldn't be that hard. Like on this camera I'm recording on right now, the Sony camcorder, the viewfinder here, which I'm touching and moving the camera, it does go out, and then you can spin it around the other direction, so you can see yourself shooting yourself, or you can angle it different ways, you know. And this doesn't seem to have that option, so it's a real minor thing, but I just wanted to throw it out there that it's a little bit unusual. Okay, so those are just a couple little problems or things to consider, you know, when buying this camera. Now again, this camera, I do want to throw some positives out too. It takes amazing pictures, it does great video, the optical zoom is huge, like you can really go that extra mile for taking pictures at a concert or something, so very cool. The actual form factor of this camera is very small, you know, and the fact that it's like has an aluminum chassis here, aluminum body, does protect it quite well. You do have to be careful because these cameras I have damaged my last camera. We had 2 of them actually, or we still have 2 of them, but by dropping it by accident with these lens out, it can damage the zoom lens. So you want to make sure you don't do that, obviously. Okay. So just be gentle with it, take care of it. Great camera, but again, just remember it may need a special memory card. It does not have a spot for a actual like microphone or external light, okay, except for the actual flash itself, okay. And those are just a few little things about it that you may want to consider, okay? All right, friends, I may do another follow-up later. If you have more questions about this camera, please let me know in the comments below. I'm really here to help you guys. I'm kind of learning this camera myself, and I may actually do another follow-up down the road, a quick follow-up with a few other things. But for right now, I would say, in conclusion, I am still happy about buying it, but not being able to put, the biggest problem, honestly, is not being able to put that external microphone or light on top of it is kind of a nuisance, having to use a little rig, okay? So it's one more step when making a video, something to consider, okay? All right, friends, links for all these things are down below. Click the link down below to get yours on Amazon at the best price, okay? All right, friends, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.